So you've got the planetary gear set out of your TeraLow 231 and you're ready to swap the input gears. So you probably want to just take and remove your snap ring here, pull the input gear out, and then you're going to install the new input gear. And one thing you probably didn't notice is there's timing marks on all these small planetary gears. If one of those gets moved slightly, this gear is not going to rotate and slide back into place. And then when it does, these gears are now out of time and it will not produce the same type of performance that you're after. So what you want to do, we've got a trick here. As you'll notice, this planetary assembly has got a zip tie, actually two zip ties. These are basic shock zip ties that you would find to put on a shock boot. And they're holding the planetary gears into position, so when I remove this input gear, it's not going to rotate the gears and change these indexing marks or timing marks. So very carefully remove the input gear so that you don't disturb the planetary gears. And you'll have to be careful when you put this new gear in because you still can rotate these gears out of position. But if you're very careful with it, you'll see that slides right into place and everything's back in time. Now there's indexing marks on all these gears. They're usually a letter stamp, sometimes they're a dimple, sometimes they're just an insignia of some sort. Anyway, they all have to be the same distance away from each other. What I do is I use these pins or posts and eyeball those and line these marks up with that. So this is a simple way to change your input gear if you're swapping from different splines, 21 spline to a 23 spline.